We got the grass cut. We got all the chores done. Got the camper mostly packed up. Put the RZR in the back. I'll walk over and show that to you. Can't see much, but we'll pop open the side door here and you'll see it nestled in there. We're ready to go. So I'll show you the RZR in the back of the camper. The audio on most of this is pretty bad. I use the GoPro Media Mod and the audio is just terrible today. Anyway, I kind of start off just showing you how tight it is in here. It's maybe 6 inches in the back, 2 inches in the front. I use over the wheel and tire straps to really hold it in place. Obviously leave the RZR in park, but she works. Doesn't move much. Got some gear inside. Got our washers, game, and drink holders there. Got my pit boss there. And we're pretty much ready to go at this point. I think I just move into some more audio. Sorry about the quality. That's all I can say. We got the, had a problem with my spare. It was leaking air. It's a brand new tire. So I took it down. Turns out my TST flow through tire pressure gauge was leaking. So I had to order another one of those. And while I was doing it, the mechanism to lower the tire broke. So I had to replace that. Always something with a camper. Check the hubs. This is brand new MoRide independent suspension, 8,000 pound axles with disc brakes. It literally has the trip from Indiana home on it. So this is its maiden voyage with that. I don't know if I showed the steps, but they got done. They're not perfect. They're good enough. Worked pretty good. Wife's coming out. She's loading too. See, after we went to West Virginia last year, it was probably maybe a month. I don't know, Mark could correct me if he was here. But I think a month after we were home, we were planning this trip already. And Mark and Steve and I, we all plan on going. But you know how guys are. We picked a date. We're all like, yeah, that works. I don't know. I don't recall, honestly, if we talked to Steve or not. But even if we did, there's no way in hell Steve would have known at the time we booked this trip that it was his grandson's graduation from, I think it's kindergarten. So he'd be a pretty shitty grandpa if he missed that. So he's missing this year for the first time since we've been going there. But we'll hook back up with them again. It'll be good. In case anybody asks, it is clear as day as where the kingpin is when you're backing up and you're tired, you're in a hurry, or it's dark. Little piece of tape showing the center point on your hitch goes a long way. We filled the propane. The basement's organized. We just got to lock everything up, and we're going to hook up in the morning and go. And I guess my point is, this is like 10 months in the making. I mean, we washed the camper. We did a bunch of mods to the camper. One of the things we did is we added these blind spot cameras. Now, my unit was not set up for this. So mine only work if the headlights to the truck, or parking lights to the truck, are on. And then they'll work just fine. Basically, I had to tie the headlight on off wire with the power wire, and that's how I do it. I tried to snake a wire back through there, just couldn't get it done. We got another one over here. I think they're gonna work really well. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think we did much here. Like I said, other than that trailer spare tire holder, we did take care of that. I did mount my Starlink. Where is it? There it is. I permanently wired my Starlink. That's the little outlet for it. And I think you guys got a little sneak peek at that inside. That's inside the garage against the wall. The other rear camera's back here. I actually have two cameras. One's the Ford stock one. The other one is the one that came with the Furion kit. I had the other one up there from last year, so I just left it up there. I guess a lot of people have been, you know, trying to figure out how to hardwire Starlink. It's really not that hard. It's a shielded Cat 6 connection. So you just kind of have to get over that fear of cutting the cord. You have to use the Starlink cord on the dish and the antenna as well as the modem, but you can put a Cat 6 in between and just go to, I put the connector underneath one. I didn't want another connector on the side of the camper. Two, I figure if it starts raining or whatever, that's going to help protect it from moisture a little bit, so that's good. Oh, I was going to go in here and show you the Starlink on the wall. I guess I forgot to do that. I'll show all this better later, but that's basically what we did there. So I don't have to do anything except plug the power supply into that outlet there to the right, and it's good to go. I did also add this little flip down shelf. I can't tell you how excited I am to use that. I plan on charging my batteries for my GoPros and whatnot there. Mark and Cindy, who have a Brinkley, you saw me do the video on that. Their Brinkley had those little magnetic catches in it to hold your doors open. We definitely added those. That is a blatant rip-off from their unit. I did tell them I was doing it, and they gave me the green light, so we're good to go. But a lot of hard work went into this. I'm sorry, I did plan on doing some more videos of doing the mods and all that, but time just got to be in short supply. But anyway, it's about 6 o'clock on Friday night right now when I'm recording this. I gotta pack all my tools in the truck and pack all my clothes. I don't have any clothes in the camper, but we'll get that taken care of tonight, and we'll leave in the morning. And I'll try and record a little bit while we're going. We finally hooked up with Mark and Cindy. It's the first time we've seen them since the fall. I decided to do a quick little walk around while the trucks were fueling up and take a quick shot of the rigs. They're all cleaned up and ready for the trip. We're headed to Indianapolis tonight. Here we go. Back underway again. We had a beautiful day for driving. Our destination was a campground in Indianapolis. It did the trick. It was nothing special, but it was also nothing bad. It was just your plain Jane camp. Spent the night, got up early, and got underway again. You can see today we have a little bit of elevation changes ahead of us. You can kind of see the elevation changing a little bit. It was a beautiful drive. We finally make it off the highway, and we're in West Virginia, headed towards Twin Hollow Campground in Gilbert. You can start to see the Appalachians there, and we are making our way through these super wide, straight, very flat roads going through West Virginia. That was obvious sarcasm. If you're pulling a 45-foot rig and you don't like twisty mountain roads, don't go to West Virginia, because that's pretty much all they have. This is like the tame part, the beginning. You'll see some more fun stuff later. So the 450's putting in some work going up these hills. Not only are they tight turns, but this is anywhere from a 6 to 9 degree grade depending on where we are at any given time. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, if you don't like twisty roads, climbs, and descents, West Virginia is definitely not for you. I loved it personally. So like I said, it gets pretty tight. You get traffic that just hugs that center line, which, you know, gets old after a while, because, I mean, you're long and wide, and sometimes you just need a little bit of that other lane to make the turn so you don't hit the guardrail on the other side. And most people out there don't really care. They're driving, they're in their lane, and you need to stay in your own lane. So just be careful. You've got to take your time and really plan out your turns, your entrances, your exits to make sure you've got enough room. And if you need a little bit more, I guess that's what the air horn's for. I didn't have any real issues going in, but I know there are some times that we were white knuckling it pretty good. If you look close on the arrow signs that are on the right-hand side, they're numbered. I think this one is number 1. They go from 0 to 9. So there's 10 sharp switchbacks coming through here. This is Highway 52 headed into Gilbert. We had just turned off of 44 coming from Logan, so we're headed towards Gilbert on 52. All right, we are coming in on Twin Hollow Campground, and getting up to the campground, you have to go up a series of switchbacks and very steep grades. I believe it is anywhere, the average is probably 9, but there's some areas where the truck told me we were at an 11 degree grade at one point. I've never been here. We're starting our ascent here, and there is a power sports place here on the right, and I just got a little confused because Wayne has some signs that he doesn't want ATV traffic just cruising up his driveway, which makes total sense. I mean, he doesn't want unnecessary traffic, 1, tearing up the road, but 2, getting in the way of rigs coming up. Now, the way to the campground is here to the left. All right, so anyway, the power sports place is off to the right. Disregard that. You want to go straight, and this is where you really need to start paying attention. I was running in manual 1 or 2 on the way up. Didn't really have any issues. It was just, a slow and steady climb, and enjoy.
Hey, Dad, yeah. Hey, Jimmy, hear me? Hi, Jim.
Asphalt wasn't the problem, it's the gravel that really needs traction. So as we come around this corner, we're glad we made it. The drive up was, challenging for sure, but really not that big a deal. The water truck moved over. Pretty regular occurrence up here. The guys driving that water truck know to really anybody coming down the hill needs to yield to traffic coming up. That's their rule out there, which makes sense. And everybody does it, had no issues. And as we pull into this campground, we just see how awesome it really is. It's very beautiful here. Definitely recommend coming out this way. To the point where I'm going to leave the truck. So I got our Starlink set up, and I came up here and just was admiring the view outside our camper. This is right outside our back. You can see, for miles, the mountains. And I was just really, really excited to be able to call this home for the next week. Definitely appreciated the views all the way around. We're gonna circle around to see Mark and Cindy's rig here. Their Brinkley just looks absolutely stunning. Look at that. What a unit. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.